Welcome. I'm Chef Eric Crowley, owner of the Culinary Classroom in Los Angeles, and today we are going to make a white sugar caramel sauce. Let's get started.
So for our white sugar caramel, we're going to need half a cup of white sugar plus an extra 2 tablespoons, a 1/4 pound of unsalted butter, that's also a 4-ounce stick. To finish off the sauce, we'll need a little bit of heavy cream. Manufacturing or whipping cream will work out fine, about half a cup. And we're also gonna need half a tablespoon of vanilla extract, which is also known as 1½ teaspoons. Okay, to start, I'm going to take my butter and put it into a pan that is being heated on a medium, high to even high heat. Get my butter in there, start to let it melt. It's not gonna be necessary that the butter melt completely before you start in with the sugar. I like to get enough butter to cover the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna take my sugar, sprinkle it on, and switch to a spatula, start to stir it around. Now as the sugar starts to liquefy, it's gonna become very, very hot, as is the butter, so it's really important that you stir it very carefully. Don't stir it too vigorously. You don't want the sugar to splash on out and land on your hands, because it will burn very, very badly. Also really important to keep in mind that the handle of your pan is going to start to get hot, and you could even see around the rim of the pan, I'm starting to get the sugar starting to caramelize already. And the sugar is going to melt at a very high temperature, and then we're going to continue to cook it to about 320 degrees. And of course, at 320 degrees, it's going to be very hot. So it's really important that if you're using a spatula like you see me using here, it should be one made out of silicone, so it can withstand the temperature. A regular rubber spatula will not work. And a regular wooden spoon is not your best choice. You would be better off to actually use something like a high-pressure fiberglass spoon, like we commonly use here in the kitchen. Notice that when I'm stirring, I'm going around the entire circumference of the pan. I'm also going to take the spatula and go over the entire bottom of the pan too. I want to keep that sugar moving. So once I have a really nice dark color, you can actually see a little bit of smoke coming from the pan. That's fine. That tells you exactly how hot this is. I find that the cream is going to be better incorporated with a whip. When the cream goes into the pan, it's going to bubble very vigorously, so you want to watch out and anticipate that. And it may even lump up a little bit, which is absolutely fine. I want to watch out for the steam too. Notice that I poured the cream and then pulled my hand away. I'll let this continue to basically cool off a little bit. If the sugar wound up getting really lumpy, which sometimes can happen when you put the cream in, just go ahead and put it back onto the heat on like a low flame and continue to stir it until the lumps are gone. Okay. Make a little bit lighter of a colored sauce, a little bit more cream. Then I'm going to throw in a little bit of vanilla extract, a little bit of flavor, and this is our caramel, ready to be modified into different sauces. So when we're finished, the pan comes off the heat, it's still very, very hot, and then we can go ahead and start to utilize it for some garnishes. One of my favorites is laid out in front of a slice of cake, as we have here. You could even take some of the sauce and put it over the end of the cake if you so like. Just let that kind of drizzle, and let that pool out onto the corner of the plate. Notice as it cools off, it's going to thicken up. So we'll get a nice big spoonful here. Drizzle it right over the end, just like that. This is a really wonderful sauce to drizzle over some bread pudding. You could even do some French toast if you're doing something in the morning. It would also be really nice over ice cream, but when it winds up hitting the cold ice cream, it will definitely thicken up and chill. And even as this cools down, it'll actually thicken up also. So you can make this ahead of time, but what you want to do is put it into a pan like I have here, put it onto a medium heat, stir it around, maybe even put a little bit of cream or a little bit of milk in if you have to, in order to give it more of that nice, rich, saucy quality like this. That is our caramel sauce. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on other links so you can get other recipes. If you don't see something that interests you, email a request to requests@mahalo.com. Also be sure to subscribe so you can get lots of wonderful additional information. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.